Long ago, taking care of those that no one else could take care of were the poor farms. The old, the sick, the disabled, the mentally ill, the orphaned, the alcoholic. For those unable to live independently in our society, the Eastmanville Poor Farm in Ottawa County was like many such poor farms across the country. A place to heal, or to work, or to live with dignity.
The Poor Farm was there for indigent people who really needed it. It was there for them. It gave them a reason to be. It gave them a purpose.
I think its time had come and it really made a difference in the lives of so many people.
I am so thankful that in those days there were institutions that did take care of the poor.
I just thought that was such a tribute to Ottawa County and the people who lived there then.
They had been thriving institutions at one point. They really did serve a very public need. They had come to the rescue of a lot of people.
Everyone felt like they belonged and they were needed, and that we felt was very, very important for all of us.
In a time long before the establishment of our modern social safety net, this place existed because there was a need. And as the oldest continually operating poor farm in the country, it went on to serve its community for over 130 years. And the Eastmanville Poor Farm still serves the community today as an Ottawa County park, recently celebrating its 150th birthday with a grand sesquicentennial event, featuring exhibits, live music, and historical reenactors. Known also during its day as the Infirmary, and later on as the Community Haven, the farm was also a social institution, a place where those who might otherwise have lived isolated and destitute lives were instead given opportunities for meaningful work and inclusion into a community that could improve their quality of life. This is the story of some of the people who, by fortune or by fate, found themselves here, at this place. And some of these stories are truly extraordinary, lives of adventure and of tragedy, lives of poetry and of service, lives that were touched and forever changed by the Eastmanville Poor Farm in Ottawa County, Michigan. The story of the Poor Farm begins with a plot of land just west of the village of Eastmanville, Michigan, settled in the 1830s by farmer Daniel Reilly and his brother-in-law, Captain Henry Miller. Reilly and Miller operated a farm and built a home on the site.
It was built as a house for Reilly and his family to live in. He built this as a residence, and he built it as an inn. And he called it the Midway Inn because it was halfway between Grand Rapids and Grand Haven on the Grand River. And the Grand River was the major route of transportation prior to the railroad. And this served as a beautiful place for people to stop, to get off, to have a meal, and in some cases to spend the night.
As the Midway Inn provided lodging for weary travelers, a divided nation marched towards a deadly war between the states. The American Civil War erupted in 1861, and as it raged on for 4 bloody years, hundreds of thousands of Americans on both sides were killed, wounded, or displaced by the war's end.
At the end of the Civil War, when the Army stands down, these soldiers go back to the very communities that they came from. The country was transitioning from a vast wartime footing to a peacetime setting. In addition to the soldiers returning home, there was the fact that the United States had fought the world's first modern war. And so you have modern consequences, which meant lots of refugees, lots of casualties, lots of people who have been mutilated and were suffering from all kinds of difficulties. And so what to do with all these people, how to take care of these soldiers, how to take care of the wounded, the Poor Farms were one answer to that challenge.